Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Rob and today I'm going to go through my Matchday 3 wildcard team. We'll just have a quick look at Matchday 2 and get straight in to the Matchday 3 wildcard. So as you can see, 59 points and I'm pretty much all out. Disappointing, not in terms of my general team score. I had some real big hitters in Yarmolenko, Bale, Dumfries in the side, Italy getting another clean sheet for me as well. But the problem that I had is all my captains blanked. So I had Zinchenko or Yarmolenko. I went for Zinchenko. I also captained Insigne for the first game and he got me nothing. I've captained Kane. I've captained Lukaku. I've captained Mbappe. Look at that front line. Mbappe, Kane, Lukaku getting me absolutely nothing. I do seem to have dropped down now, just about, I'm going to probably drop a little bit further. I was about 4,000 in the world. Now I'm looking probably at 14,000 now, probably going to drop down to 20 or 30,000 maybe. And I've dropped down to number 2 in Taiwan. One absolute travesty. Now, I'm going to show you right now my current wildcard setup, and I'm going to explain. It's not so much letting you guys know exactly the team I'm going to settle on, because obviously we're going to have team news. We've still got another day to decide to cement our wildcard, but it's more as to explain for a lot of people wondering should they play their wildcard, and I'm going to explain 3 reasons why I'm playing my own wildcard right now. Of course, it's up to you guys. If you want to save it for the latter stages, that's your decision. Maybe you've still got a Limitless that you want to use for Matchday 3, that's fine as well. But let me explain. The first one is it's Matchday 3. It's the last game of the group stages. We will all have, quote, a wild card after Matchday 3. To go into the knockouts, you'll get unlimited changes, which means you will have a wild card in essence, right? So you're going to get a wild card anyway. So some of you are probably thinking, why am I going to use one now when I'm just about to get one? The first one is mass rotation. Now, there's 2 ways that this is going to be, right? You either got teams that are basically definitely out. You've either got teams that are definitely through. And then you've got the sweet spot of teams that have still got everything to play for. Now, I'll combine this with my second reason, and that's when I look back at my Matchday 1 squad. Now, I use Limitless in the second, so that's like the free hit. So you can completely change your team, but you will revert back to your Matchday 1 squad. And my Matchday 1 squad did me beautifully in Matchday 1. But now I'm looking at the team, and Ronaldo's going to play France. Harry Kane is done awful in the tournament so far. He's blanked the first 2 games and looked really, really off. Lukaku is possibly not going to play because Belgium are already through. I've got 3 Italian players there. Fantastic Italy team. They're already through. Are they going to rotate around as well? I think Alaba at Austria has got a bit to play for, but not particularly a great fantasy asset. Llorente plays basically right back for Spain, so that's not a good option. I've got 2 Denmark players who are pretty much out. I've got a Finnish goalkeeper. We've got everything against to play for against Russia, but not really one that I want to back. Go to my bench. I've got Macedonia. I think they have. They got the Netherlands. Dene has been nothing. He's played once, but he's not going to be playing. It's going to be for Marlon. That's going to play for Belgium. And Eriksson, obviously, we know the horrible thing that he's had. And Bachmann is Austria. Again, everything to play for, but not the kind of goalkeeper that I want. So it's kind of like an all or nothing. I've got to go for it in Matchday 3 with a wild card. So combining 1 and 2, mass rotation, teams have got everything to play for or nothing to play for. And when I compare that and join that together with my Matchday 1 squad, if I have to go into Matchday 3 with this squad, it's going to be a tough match day. And at the end of the day, we've only got Matchday 3, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, final. This is it. So that brings me on to point number 3. If I'm not going to use my wildcard in Matchday 3, when else am I going to use it? Because like I said, after Matchday 3, you get a wildcard, unlimited transfers, which takes you into the round of 16, which means you've got quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the final left. Now, before the round of 16, when you can get 4 players from a team rather than 3, that's when you need to study the table of the knockout route that people will have. So we all know that if England come top of the group, I think they get the second team from the Germany, Portugal, and France group, which is and Hungary. You know, they've just gone and got a draw against France, so fair enough. But you know, they are the three big teams, so their route is pretty difficult. You're probably going to avoid England. You're probably going to avoid England anyway, but you would avoid them more because they're going to have a very difficult first route. But some of the teams might have a more easy path. So I believe if Scotland go through second, they'll face the winner of Spain's group, which is likely going to be Spain. So again, maybe you want to get Spanish players against Scotland, or maybe you want to back the Scots. That's fine. So you're going to get a wild card in that round of 16. You'll look at the path, and then you'll edge your bets in. I think this team is going to get to this point. I think this team is going to get to this point. Then we get to the quarterfinals. Now, if you've just had a nightmare, round of 16, you know, most of your squad is out. Even though you backed France and you backed Germany with 4 of them and 4 of them, you really thought they were going to do well. They're both out. Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble. You've got no wild card. That'll happen to me. I completely understand. But again, if I get to the quarterfinals, if I've been that unlucky, it's just not my year. I'm just not going to do very well. I'm not going to win it. So I'm okay with getting a really good matchday 3 under my belt, getting a wild card, and using that second wild card, the unlimited transfers in round of 16, to get me to the end. And the second point I want to mention about using a wild card, when else I'm going to use it, is I want to bring you to here about the phases of how many transfers you get. So a wild card is, I know, unlimited transfers. So for the round of 16, you've got another wild card right here. Okay, so everyone's going to do that, set themselves up. Now, if I have a terrible round of 16 where loads of my players are out, yeah, I'm in trouble. But I've got 3 free transfers. I don't think I'm going to get it unless we have a crazy Euros when some of the biggest teams are going out. I don't feel as worried about that. So then we get to the quarterfinals. I've got 5 transfers to make. So I've got 8 transfers over 2 match days. If I've been, again, like I said before, if I've been so unlucky and, you know, my round of 16 second wildcard, my limited transfers, half of my squad go out in the first knockout round, and I've only got 3 transfers to sort out, then so be it. But I feel the positives of using my wildcard in match day 3 outweighs the positives of using it in a quarter or semi-final when I've already got you know 5 transfers to make for the quarters, 5 for the semis, and 5 for the final. So that's why I'm using it now. As for a quick look at the players, like I said, the players themselves are not set in stone. So going forward, just behind me here, this is the Russian goalkeeper. I have Shunin in the fan team version of this fantasy game because it looks like the 4 million Safanov is in now, and we know that he's playing against, I think it's Denmark. He's against Denmark, and at the minute I've got 3 Germans because they've got Hungary and they're going to have to win no matter what, even if they go ahead and beat Portugal. That'll only put them on 3 points, so they're going to have to go out. I'll also say as well, guys, that some of these are placeholders. So for example, you guys can see I have 3 Italian players: Belotti, Berardi, Acerbi. Right now, we will know the Italian team before the deadline, so they're just placeholders. So for example, if Berardi doesn't play, or Acerbi doesn't play, or Belotti doesn't play, I'll swap them for other Italians. So I will have 3 Italians against Wales. Yeah, it might be dangerous. Maybe I'll only have 2, but just to let you know that they are placeholders. Starting in goal as well, got Stecklenburg. He's got North Macedonia. I don't know if he'll play. That is a worry that is probably going to change. I've got a Swedish defender because they're one of only 3 teams that have kept clean sheets so far, and they've got Poland, who are currently bottom of the group, and then you can say I've got 3 Belgians. We've got Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, and Thomas Vermaelen, and that is essentially because Roberto Martinez, the Belgian manager, has come out and literally said De Bruyne, Hazard, and Vermaelen's going to play, and then he's like, if Lukaku is fit, he's probably going to. So I'm not really going to go for Lukaku on that. But when the manager is telling you that Eden Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne is going to start, I mean, I know Meunier, the wing back, I might swap him in. He's 5.6 and Vermaelen is 5. But for me, I'm just happy with a clean sheet. Vermaelen can go and get a header on a corner. Meunier, because Castagna broke the side of his face, his eye socket, right, against Russia. So there's not really another wing back that they could play, but they could switch things around. So I'm just going to stick with the manager. If, again, like I said, match day 3 wildcard is a massive risk because of the rotation, the point one that I made earlier. But the manager's come out and literally said Vermaelen is playing, Hazard is playing, De Bruyne is playing. So 3 Germans against Hungary, everything to play for. 3 Italians will know the lineup. 3 Belgians because the manager has said they're going to play. I've got a Swedish because they've looked solid at the back. I've got Yarmolenko because he did great for me in week 2. Everything to play for against Austria, who can concede goals, and Yarmolenko is the captain, the main man. And there you go. That's the squad that I'm looking at. Like I said, there are placeholders. So, for example, if we hear something like Timo Werner's going to play, I'll go Muller to Timo Werner. If, Goossens is dropped, so they are placeholders. We just got to wait for team news. Especially the Italians will know that before the deadline. So this is my match day 3 current wildcard. Follow me on Twitter. It's now at FPL Hall, guys. You can see it's been a whole new change. For 6 years-ish, I've been Rob WD FPL, but since I opened my little online store doing retro football and FPL products, and I just felt like a proper change of, so you'll see a lot of banners changing and logos changing, and for my live streams and videos, they'll be changing as well, hopefully for the better. So it'd be great if you could like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'm probably going to still say follow me at Rob WD for a while, but there you go. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new and you like content. There'll be full season FPL stuff coming as well. I'm just trying to sort out some new stuff with the stream decks and the stream overlays and things. So hopefully enjoy, guys. Good luck and have a good one.